Today's the day. Here we go. 5 minutes away, 4 minutes away, maybe even. The report is almost here. So planting intentions, grain stocks report. Only get 4 of those a year. Quarterly grain stocks report. That's 4, guys. That's 4. Even I know that. But thanks for joining us here. We'll cover the market reaction to the initial numbers and throw the numbers out as soon as we get them. But want to be able to let you guys see what how the market reacts here as we go into a big report day with potential to move your markets dynamically here. So 4 minutes away, and we may just chill out here. I'm going to flash up the estimates as we prepare here. So on the acreage side of things, corn 92.5 to 96.6, the estimated range from Analyst estimates. 94.4 is the average of those guesses versus 90.6 a year ago. I'm looking at beans. 83.8 is the average of Analyst guesses. 82.5 to 85.5 there, with last year's bean number 87.1 million acres. So average of the guesses would say looking for more corn acres, less bean acres. But we got to wonder what's priced into the markets here as well. So you never quite know what the trade is penciled in. Some people say maybe it's penciled in a 95 and something below 95 would surprise things. But we will see. Going to be, eyes on who are the losers. Is it, cotton? How many acres is cotton going to lose this year or suspected to be losing this year? We will see. Got another graphic. Here we go. Range in the reaction out there. So 60-cent price swings in beans. Those are possible. We've seen those in the past. 20 to 40-cent market moves in corn. Those are possible. We've seen those in the past. But, yeah. Counting down here, 10:58:30. We're a minute and a half away from getting the numbers. Let's pull in your appreciate y'all joining me. But like I said, Prospective Plantings grain stocks report here today dropping. We're going to look at the market reaction here out of the gate as we approach a minute into the release of the these 2 big reports, and then we'll get past these reports and move on. There we go. Let's add this to stage here. Snapshot of your markets here out of the gate. Corn's down 4.5 going into the reports. Beans are up 2 3/4 cents. You got wheat a little bit weaker. Chicago down 2.5, and your KC wheat up 1 3/4 on your front month here. As we dial into 10:59:22, we're 30 seconds away from getting some numbers here. Like I said, the initial market reaction we will cover and see where things trade, where they go, how the board reacts to these markets. I'm going to zoom in. This is D's corn chart here approaching. We're kind of on the low end of that trading range. Friday's lows here highlighted with that candlesticks. Here we go. We're 11 o'clock straight up here on the board. Nothing showing yet. Corn leaking weaker down 7. See that initial reaction. Some seller broke below Friday's low on the corn market, so haven't heard a number quite yet. 95.3 on corn. 45.4 on wheat. 83.5 on your bean acres, 95.3 on your corn acres. So above that analyst estimate. You can see corn market coming back, clawing back, only down 3, beans up 5 out of the gate here. Getting some numbers thrown up in here on us. Stocks are 8.15 billion bushels on your corn stocks. So right in line with those estimates here. Going to flash those up if I can here for you. 8.15, so in line with estimates on your corn stocks, quarterly stocks report. That corn acreage number 95.3 versus the average range at 94.4. Corn market handling things pretty well here, and your wheat market's catching a bit as well. KC wheat's up 7 cents. Chicago wheat's up a penny and 3/4. Corn market down 2 right now. Down 2. Flashed lower out of the gate with the initial numbers coming out. Though bean stocks, what do we got in those bean stocks here? 1.910 on your bean stocks versus 1.905 as the average guess. All wheat stocks at 1.237. We got that. I'm going to pull in Rick's quotes here. See if we can flash that up there. Little snapshot, quick ATI snapshot, 1.237 on your March wheat stocks versus 1.215 average. Corn stocks there again, 8.15 in line. No surprise there. March bean stocks in line, nothing too out of whack on that. Corn acreage number 95.3 above the trade guess. Wheat acres 45.3 below the average trade guess. Bean acres 83.495 below that average. Cotton at 9.867, so below that 10.1 on those estimates there. So interesting take there. Going to flash back up these quotes here for you. Corn actually green on the day here, up a penny and a half for the moment, all over the place. Dynamic trading range. We saw a low of 436.5 on Dees corn there, so breaking below that Friday's low. But watch see if we can close above 445. It'd be pretty strong. Nice close, nice reaction to today's report. But it's kind of out of the gate here. Initial reaction. We got a reminder to y'all. We got the A team that's coming on later. They're going to break down those regional stocks and the quarterly stocks report. Deep dive into regionality. There got Nate Duracco, Brian Basting, Michael Reginelli. They're going to be coming in and breaking that down. That'll be 1:30 live. They always do a great job of just analyzing a little deeper level what all is printed here. So just to kind of recap for you, though, the corn number positive 95.3 million acres prospective to be planted here this year. 94.4 was the guess. So boy, howdy, what did I say in the morning show, Rick? What did I say? I'm just realizing that I said 95.4 or 95.326. My goodness. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. So good to see. Good to see. Get that. Throw a comment up here from Luke here. 9.8 million cotton acres. Looks a little large to me with December still trading around 7 cents. Yeah, good point. Keep in mind, these are prospective survey-based planning intentions, not necessarily what's realized. These numbers have the ability to change significantly between now and June and now and final in January, but they will be traded. And they'll go into the balance sheet that we get in the April WASD coming, or the May WASD coming up, not the April. April will still be old crop. But yeah, we'll get to see what they print there. So one last quick look at your markets before we peel on out of here. Once again, appreciate y'all joining us. We're here live every day at 9 o'clock. We do also do premium content. If you're interested in premium, head on over to ATI ProMedia ATIPromedia.com. You can sign up for premium content where we do morning emails, actionable text alerts, and videos that break down our recommendations and what's going on in the market, trying to teach you something new and help guide you through the way. But we got a corn hanging in there, up a penny on the old crop, down a penny on the new crop. Dees corn down a penny, 441.5. It'll all be about how we close. Beans are actually down 2.5 now as well. And KC wheat's hanging on at up 8.5 on the old crop, up 8 cents on new crop, 573. Keep in mind we got tariff stuff that's weather. That's going to be what we're watching going forward here. And appreciate y'all joining us today for the planting intentions and grain stock breakdown. I think we peel on out of here and get to work. Yeah, we'll get on out of here and get to work. Your cattle markets, I'm going to take a quick look at where they're at. They've been dynamic and all over the place too. I'm going to flash that back up because I do like looking at that chart as we look at things. Looking at your cattle markets, down $1 on your old crop cattle. if you guys are interested in, don't want to place any orders. Down $1.50 on your fat cattle. So little red on the meat, still been dynamic trading range. If you guys are interested in LRP, livestock risk protection, let us know. Rick, why don't you run that LRP commercial if you got it up? It's a great foundational risk coverage. If you're in the cattle business, if you're in the hog business, go out there. We can service you on LRP, and we've got a good strategy that helps you embrace market volatility rather than be a victim of it. So hit us up about LRP if you're interested, and appreciate y'all joining again. So grain markets hanging in there. Good to see a positive bounce. We'll see what the rest of the week brings. I'm going to get out of here. Join us back live at 9, and we'll keep you posted what happens in a dynamic week this week in your grain market. So hope you all have a great day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.